Hi friends, welcome to PSC Collegiate English. Today we look at a very short and interesting essay, The Unities of Discourse, that forms the introductory chapter of the book titled The Archaeology of Knowledge and the Discourse on Language, written by Michel Foucault. Now, the important point or the crux that Foucault wants to convey through his introduction is that there is not a system, there is the human mind or there is a human tendency to believe that everything is in order, there must be some coherence, there is some structure. Now Foucault is against this. He wants us to dispel this myth, because only when we try to go beyond the structure, we would really get to know the mind of the author or the person or whoever. Now he uses the terms like tradition, influence, development, evolution, spirit. These all are connected words because they give us an idea about order. We know tradition is, we can say, the history of events that took place. That forms a tradition. Influence. We know that one thing influenced the other. We usually say one thing influenced the other, or one particular incident inspired the author. That had an influence on him. And the same about development. Something developed from stage A to stage 2. That means there is a connection between the two events. Evolution again has the same meaning, that one thing evolved from one form to the another. Spirit. Spirit stands for maybe we are categorizing people who have common spirit, or we are trying to characterize and categorize the things with same spirit. So he says that all these words are artificial unities, leaving us with impression that an arbitrary collection of events are integrated in a natural body of information. That is, it is from time immemorial we are trained or we are cultured to believe that unities are existing. This tradition is a unity, influence has unity, development has unity, evolution has unity, and spirit. Again, categorization of unities. Foucault, through his essay, wants us to question all these unities. He wants us to break through all these unities and try to analyze things in some other order. He says that disciplinary genres like science, literature, philosophy, religion, history and fiction, these have also tendencies of coherence of events, of classifying them into unities. He speaks about the same thing about books and authors. He says even if a collection of books are written by a single author, we cannot classify them, we cannot find unities in them. This is Foucault's argument. For example, if we take Shakespeare, we try to categorize his dramas into tragedy, comedy, tragicomedy, romances and all. But then Foucault believes that even that is not possible, because William Shakespeare would have written each of the book in some other mood or in some temperament. We cannot classify them, we cannot find unities in them. This is Foucault's argument. Even books and its authors cannot be classified, cannot be ordered, we cannot find a structure in them. There is also a tendency in human brain to find secret origin of every event. We are made to believe that everything has a secret cause or a reason, or everything stems from some secrecy. Even if some misfortune happens, there is a tendency to ask what was the real secret or what was the real reason behind it. Foucault says that there is not a secret or a unity which binds them. Okay, he also says that whatever is said becomes historical. He, through this work, through this book, Foucault wants us to, we should disturb the tranquility with which we accept unities. Okay, we must not accept unities without questioning them, without interrogating them, without, taking out the secret from those unities. Okay, grouping that history suggests only to subject them to interrogation, to break them, to see if they can be legitimately reformed. Okay, he also says we will be in a position to think about matter creatively. Once we question unity, we would be in a position to think about matters creatively. Okay, by questioning unities, we get the power to escape our old conceptual traps. And he also says, how will one decide what to say? How to configure what is before us? Foucault says that we have to break these unities, we have to stop believing in tradition, evolution, development and all. Then he himself asks this question, how to configure what is before us? Now, he gives us the solution. He says, on the basis of determination of what the speakers will report, we're trying to say. On the basis of determination of what the speakers will report, reporters were trying to say. That is, one has to read others' mind. One has to, while communicating with one person, if we are able to break the unities, if we are able to isolate the structure or the way they talk, we would be able to read their minds. We would know what the other person would speak the next moment. Analyzing would grasp the intention meaning of someone's statement. Okay, one should also look for cracks of understanding. And in order to have a clear, transparent view of the other's intention, this questioning or rather breaking of these unities is essential. He also says that there are guidelines to erase unities. Now this forms the first chapter of the book, in which he asks us to question unities. First of all, he defines unities using those 5 terms, and then he says we have to break